Hello and welcome. I'm so happy that you're here today. Today's video is going to be a wide calf boot try-on haul and comparison video. This video has actually been requested a long time ago, and I recently got another request to do it, and I figured now is the time to figure out where I can find a good pair of wide calf boots that will work for me and will work for you. Off I went shopping. I landed on 3 different shops that sold wide calf boots. To start out with, my calves are pretty thick. I have a 19-inch calf on the left side. I have a 19.5-inch calf on the right side. I also have got a 10-inch ankle. My calves and ankles are pretty thick, and it makes it a real big challenge for me to find boots that fit. I have so much FOMO when I see women trying things on and they're wearing tall boots. I'm gonna be honest, I feel very, very jealous and sad that I cannot find tall boots that fit me properly. One thing to note is that I picked all of these boots in black. I didn't pick any of the other colors that they had available because really right now I think for a lot of us we're just searching for the basics. All right, so let's dive into the first place that I looked at for wide calf boots. I started out my search at the Woman Within because actually the most recent request that I received, they had asked me about Woman Within and had I tried them. I have not, so I decided to place an order with them for a couple pair of wide calf boots. First of all, the experience with them wasn't all that great as far as shipping is concerned. I had to wait a really long time in order to get my boots delivered to me. That was a little bit off-putting to start with. One of the boots that I ordered is called the Janus wide calf leather boot. They say that it's a leather boot, but when I unboxed it, I thought it was a faux leather boot. It must be that they use not the best quality leather because it really had kind of a faux leather look and feel. The boots are advertised as having a 17-inch to a 19-inch shaft circumference, and that is at the widest part of your calf. Sadly, they did not zip all the way up. I could not get them past the middle part of my calf. Perhaps the 19-inch shaft comes with the bigger sizes, and so I was not able to try these out 100% for you guys. Let me introduce myself. My name is Auralia. I am a personal stylist, and the content that I provide here is all around style and fashion for the plus size woman, more specifically the petite plus woman. Being 5 feet tall myself, I understand the trials, tribulations, and challenges of finding clothes for a petite plus body that fit and look great. My goal here on my channel is to help you to navigate those challenges. I post on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the content here on my channel. If you're a returning friend, by the way, welcome back. I'm very excited to see you again. The other boot that I got from Woman Within is called a Ruthie wide calf boot, and it is a faux suede boot. It does have a flap, so it's a little bit taller in the front than it is in the back, but I wouldn't classify it as an over-the-knee boot. It was advertised as having a 17 to 19-inch shaft in the wide calf sizing. I don't know if the Woman Within sent me the standard sizing or not, but these were really narrow. Even the shoe was narrow. I struggled to get my foot in there, and I was wearing a pair of tights, which usually makes putting boots on really easy because your foot just slides right in. And then I couldn't even get it past my ankle. Even when I unboxed these boots, I felt that they were really narrow, and I questioned whether or not they actually sent me a wide calf boot because this is in no way, shape, or form a wide calf boot. In my search, I am looking for 2 different styles. I'm looking for a flat boot and a heeled boot, and so this fit the bill for the heeled boot. I thought that they might be cute, but sadly, they didn't fit. The next retailer I went to was Amazon. Of course, Amazon has got different sellers, and so the first seller that I tried was Room of Fashion. The boots that I've selected from them are an over-the-knee boot with laces on the back just at the over-the-knee part, so just at the top part of the boot, not all the way down. They are a faux suede, and they also have a little bit of a heel, and I really liked them. I thought they were cute, and it's like, well, let's try some over-the-knee styles and see how that works out. This boot had in the description that it had an 18 to 20-inch opening at the shaft. Now, I should have read the description a little bit more than just that, because further down in the description, it says that it has a 16-inch calf circumference. So When I tried these boots on, they're not the full zip up kind. They only have that partial zippers. I tried them on and I could not get the boot past the middle of my calf because it has a seam on there, and that's where that 16-inch shaft circumference comes into play. That was maybe my mistake because I didn't read the description all the way down. I just saw 18 to 20 inches and I was like, oh my God, these are gonna fit. They would have fit if they had been 18 to 20 inches all the way down, but they narrowed down a little bit too much. So sadly, those didn't fit. The other pair of boots that I got from Amazon are from a seller called Luoika, and I really hope that I am pronouncing that correctly. These are a faux leather boot with elastic bands on the side. They are advertised as having an 18.35 inch shaft. I was able to get them zipped up over both of my calves. My right calf was a little tighter than my left because it is a little bit bigger, but they both fit really well. They were kind of snug on my legs, not gonna lie, but it wasn't so much that I couldn't walk around in them and be comfortable in them. The next place that I tried is Torrid. I was really excited because Torrid does offer wide calf and they offer extra wide calf. The first boot that I tried with them is an over the knee boot. It was a lace-up boot. As a petite, you need to be careful though with lace-up boots because if the laces are in the front, all of those horizontal lines are going to make your legs look shorter because it's constantly drawing the line across versus up and down. Because the laces on these boots were on the back, I felt that it was okay to give them a try. They are advertised as having a 17.5-inch shaft, which gave me a little bit of pause when I was looking at them to order them, but I thought maybe because they're lace up, they've got some extra fabric in the back that I might be able to, if I undid the laces, I might be able to make them work. When I placed the order, they didn't have the extra wide, and so I went with just the regular wide calf. When I tried them on, they didn't fit. They didn't zip all the way up. Even with loosening up the laces, I just couldn't get enough material and enough leeway in order to get them to zip all the way up. The next boot that I tried from Torrid is the stretch ribbed boot, which this particular boot was very different because the shaft is really made of elastic. The foot is made of a faux leather. And when I pulled those out, even though they advertise them as a 17-inch shaft circumference, I thought that maybe that ribbed fabric might stretch. And when I tried them on, it did. I was able to easily zip both of these up without a problem. They do have a lug sole. These are a little bit more edgy. I really like the fact that I was able to easily zip them up without any issue. They were actually quite comfortable. One of the frustrations with finding wide calf boots, if you're a petite, is that not a lot of these plus size retailers offer shoes in a size small enough for your feet. And that's the problem that I encountered with Eloquii. That's the problem that I've encountered in the past with Lane Bryant because they start at a size 8. So if you are taller, then Eloquii and Lane Bryant are definitely places I would suggest that you try. I would love to try Eloquii boots, but if they only come up to a size 8, it does me no good. The other places that I looked at were Target and Walmart, and even though Target advertises wide calf boots, they really aren't all that wide calf, or if they are big enough in the calf, they're not big enough in the ankle for somebody like me. Walmart had nothing in the wide calf boot department to speak of that I was able to find that I really thought, yeah, those are wide calf boots. Which of these boots did I end up keeping? I ended up keeping the Amazon boots. Everything else is going back. The stretched rib boot from Torrid, while it fit really well, it was easy to zip up. They weren't tight, really. That's not exactly what I was looking for because, first of all, they kind of feel like I'm wearing socks. And for me personally, that's not something that I really like. It's really not a deal breaker necessarily if they had had a standard heel and sole. They had the lug sole, and right now in my boot journey, I'm not looking for boots with a lug sole. I'm looking for something that has a little bit more of a classic sole and a classic heel and also a classic look and feel. So the faux leather boots with the stretchy elastic that I got from Amazon from Luoika, those are the ones that I'm keeping because they fit more of my style aesthetic. If I had a pair of flat boots and heeled boots already in my wardrobe, The lug boot from Torrid would actually be a really great addition to my collection. But because I don't even have the basics just yet, something that edgy is not really what I'm about at the moment. If you are an edgy girl though, I think those Torrid stretch rib knit boots are amazing because they're comfortable and they hug your calf in such a lovely way, even though they kind of do look like really thick socks. I think that they're actually quite nice, but just not what I'm looking for at the moment. If you found this video helpful, make sure to comment down below and let me know. I really would appreciate that. Also, make sure to subscribe and give my video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, because it really truly helps me out. Thank you as always for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to live your life filled with confidence, grace, and style. I'll see you in my next upload. Bye.